Let's get started. All right, start by finding a comfortable seated position, wherever you are. Amy, come onto your knees like this. Yeah, we're gonna start working. Natasha, you don't have to. It's just her. Whatever's more comfortable for you. For her, she has stuff with the quads. So every chance with her, I'm gonna get with the quads. But for you, could be the hips, the groin, the back. This is better for tight hips. Sitting on the block is excellent. I recommend to some people that I work with privately, sit on the block all day at home. You're gonna watch TV, get a block, sit on it cross-legged. You're gonna write something, read something, get a block, sit on it cross-legged. All right? So start in a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. And take a few moments to bring awareness to your breathing. Focusing on your posture. So try to sit up real tall so that your lungs have more space to breathe. Maybe you can roll your shoulders back a few times gently. Maybe press your belly in. Maybe extend through your neck a little taller. And ultimately bring the breath, bring the attention back to your breathing. The idea here is to create a separation between the outside world up until this moment. While you're in yoga, allow yourself to just be here. Allow your mind to only occupy the space. All of your thoughts will be there in an hour, 15 minutes. So just use this time. Use these motions as actions of self-love. And how do we express love? With our presence. So I encourage you to be fully present throughout the movements today. You know we're going to move quite a bit Saturday. And if at any point you feel challenges, remind yourself that that's all they are. It's just opportunities to overcome. It's okay, you can set up. You might. If you haven't already, I invite you to close your mouth, close your eyes, breathing in only through the nose, breathing out only through the nose. Imagine that we are just softness for our movements. And now I would like for you to start to think about one thing that you are very grateful at this moment, and another thing that you would like to bring to your life. So let's give the universe an even trade. Let's say thank you first, and follow it up with I would like. What would you like? What would you like to bring into your life? What would you like to bring into your relationships? Through the practice of yoga. And then take your hands and place them in prayer in front of your heart. With your eyes closed, with your mouth closed. Press your thumbs into your chest. Connecting with your breath, connecting with your gratitude, connecting with your intention. Let's chant Om one time to open the practice. Inhale for Om. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Blink your eyes open. Release your dominant hand onto your non-dominant hand. We're going to do breath of fire, and then we're going to go straight into it. All right? So if you get lost, just come back. If you got to take a break at any point, take a break quickly, but try not to miss too much. As I explained before you got here, the sequence of movements is very on purpose. Okay, so try not to miss any moves if you can, but if you have to, of course, this is your practice. All right, so we're going to start with breath of fire. Very easy exercise. All we're going to do is just exhale, and then 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 exhale. All right, that's it. The inhale happens automatically. Now the challenge today is going to be your softness. How can you remain soft in your exhales? So find your comfortable position. You can change seated position if you want. Cross-legged is okay. It doesn't matter. The whole idea is like in meditation. You want to find a position where your body position is not going to distract you away from what you're doing. So find a position, whatever feels good for you. Start by taking a deep breath in. Exhale, release it out. Take a second breath in. Exhale it out. Final breath in. And then exhale, 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 exhale. Pump, 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 pump. Pump your stomach, pump your stomach, pump your stomach, pump your stomach. Exhale, 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 exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in, all the way in. Hold the top. Hold the top of your breath. And then exhale, release it out. Very good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Take a second breath in. And begin to exhale, 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 exhale. Pump the stomach, pump the stomach, pump the stomach, pump the stomach. Whip, 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 whip. Exhale, 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 exhale. Push, 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 push. Exhale, 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 exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Be still with it. Control the motion. Exhale, release. Final round. First, take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Take a second breath in. And begin to exhale, 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 exhale. Pump, 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 pump. Faster, 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 faster. Go, 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 go. Exhale, 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 exhale. Pump, 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 pump. Exhale, 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 exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Hold the top. Hold the breath. Feel yourself still. Feel yourself expanding. Feel yourself long. And then exhale, release. Place your hands on the ground. Step up and stand up onto your mat. Let's get started. All right, start with your feet, horse stance, toes turned slightly out, sitting down like if you were sitting on a horse. You guys know the motion. You're gonna inhale, open your chest, look up. Exhale, push it out. Inhale up. Exhale, push. Inhale up. Exhale, push. Push it out. 2 more. Exhale, last one. Exhale, inhale up. Bring your feet together. Take your left thumb, grab it inside of your fist. Extend your arms long, and then pull over to the right, pressing your left hip out. So arms are long and straight. It's better to be long and tall than bent and crooked. You want to be long so you have a long lever that's working all the way down your left side body. 3 more breaths. Keep pulling. Keep pressing the left hip out. And release. Switch. Right thumb inside of the fist. Grab the wrist. Pull it long. Make sure the legs are together. And then drop it over to the left while you push the right hip out. Remember your breath. You've already done a few minutes of breathing exercise. You should be very familiar. So if your mind starts to go, bring it back with the breathing. How does the breathing feel this morning? The temperatures in South Florida are shifting. Release. Open your feet to hip width apart. Take your hands behind your back. Press your hips forward. Drop your head and chest backwards. First back bend. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs so you're not dumping into your lower back. And then exhale, squeeze your abs. Come all the way forward. Inhale, slide your hands up your back, up your shin, create a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. First forward fold. We're going to be here for 10 cycles of breath. But why? Because this is very important that we start immediately today, lengthening with the back of the legs. If you have already good flexibility here, you can go straight into the grabs. You can grab your toes, slide your hands under your feet, and just keep pressing your hips and legs straight while you pull yourself further down. Yes, this is very good, especially early in the morning. Most of us woke up in the last couple of hours, so our bodies are probably a little stiff. The legs represent the biggest areas of muscles in our body. The longest too. You have 3 breaths to go. Final breath. Squeeze and slowly start to rise yourself up. Bring your feet together. Raise your arms and come directly into Utkatasana. Chair pose. In Utkatasana, we prefer feet together, knees together, thighs together. All right? You might, in other yoga classes, maybe they'll do legs apart. If you're a very beginner, maybe you think that that's better for stability. But as you veteran yogis here know, as we advance in our yoga journey, the legs together for Utkatasana makes it easier because you are squeezing your thighs together for support. Everybody look at your toes. If you can't see your toes, scoot your knees back. Sit a little lower. Raise your arms a little higher. You've got 4 more breaths. Utkatasana. We're going straight for it. 2 more breaths. Release by standing up. Open your arms to a Y shape, look up, and then swan dive. Back to a second forward fold. You have a choice. You can go legs together, you can bring your legs back wide apart. We're going to be in the second forward fold for another 5 breaths. So there's your chance. Stretch the glutes, stretch the hamstrings. Keep pressing the legs super straight and super back. 2 more breaths. Last one. Okay, now you're gonna take your right hand to the center of the mat. Step your feet back and come straight into side plank on the right side. Raise the left arm up, side vinyasa. Exhale, drop the hips, drop the arms, look forward. Inhale, raise it up, arm over the top. Exhale, drop the hips, come forward. Inhale, raise it up. Exhale, drop it down. Last one. Inhale it up. And then take a big step forward with your left foot, coming into high lunge on the left side. Okay. In high lunge, all of your toes are facing forward. Hips are square. You're bending into your left knee. Arms over the top of the head. Let's add some movement. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, arms down and bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. All right, do about 10 of those at your own pace. Conscious of your movement. How does it feel? Keep going. You've got about 5 to go. Three more. You're just becoming aware of the quality of your inner thighs right now. Your right quad, your hip flexor. Last one. And then once you get to the bottom of this next lunge, thumbs inside of the fist, palms down, mushti mudra. Bend into the left knee while you pull your arms backwards. Keep pressing the right knee up, right? That's how you get the hip flexor activation. This is one of your quads stretches.
I feel it.
This is the magic stuff. 3 more breaths. Last breath. Then you're going to step your right foot forward, halfway, come directly into pyramid pose. On the left side. Pyramid pose. Your right toe can be in line with your left heel or a little bit more open. Hips are square, both legs are straight. Driving your left shoulder towards your left thigh. So not the head to the shin, but the shoulder to the shin. Got 5 breaths. Think long legs. Three more. Cycle through your breath. Okay, I'm going to be here for a few. He says 5 breaths. Count the breathing. Be aware of your breathing. Yoga is a practice of learning to be comfortable in uncomfortable asanas. So let's do it. Let's find our comfort here. Last breath. And now take your right foot and step it super far back. As far back as you can. Warrior 2 legs. And then rise yourself up to warrior 2. Straighten your left leg, slide your right hand down your leg, left palm over the top, reverse Trikonasana. Left side body lengthens, and then squeeze your hips, turn them back, and release your left hand onto your left shin, and open your right arm to single Trikonasana. Flat body. Remember here, guys, so the cue is probably for most people is press the hips forward. Yeah, all of you here can do it. Press the hips forward and pull the chest backwards. Imagine you're trying to create flatness here. Erroneously, sometimes people are more worried about how low can I get my left hand. Doesn't matter. What matters is that your body is as flat as possible. Squeezing your abs, opening your chest. You've got 2 breaths to go. Last one. And release, come back to warrior 2. Slide your right hand, come to a momentary reverse warrior, which is not really universal at all. So let's quickly move straight into side angle. Left elbow can be on top of the thigh, left elbow inside, or left hand down. Right arm opens or comes over the top of the head, pointing away. We're going to be here for 8 breath cycles. So if you want to progress into deeper variations, go for it at your own pace. You have 6 breaths to go. If you are binding, very good, Angela. If you're binding, keep that right shoulder up. The most important thing here, similar to single trikonasana, is the flat body. You got 3 to go. Keep your breathing. Keep focusing. Final breath. And release. Bring your right hand down. Square the hips. Drop your right knee down. And extend your left leg out. Left heel down, left toes up for half split. Right knee is directly under the hip. Left heel down, left toes up. Square your hips by pulling the left back, press the right hip forward, and then exhale, fold into your half split. Like in pyramid, left shoulder towards the left shin. Bringing your head to your shin creates a twist on the body that is not what we're looking for. We're looking for length down the back of our left leg. And as the veterans in here know, we hold the splits. Why? Because when else in your life are you practicing splits? At least on Saturdays, you get a couple splits in. So you can gauge your progress. You guys are all doing great. Keep breathing. 4 more breaths in half split. Two more breaths. And then bring yourself up, left foot down, 90-degree angle, Anjaneyasana. You can either take the left hand to the left thigh, right hand behind the back, or interlace the fingers, point the index, dive forward with the left, and open your head and chest backwards for a right hip flexor stretch and back bend. Wow, double value asana. You're getting both. The more you lean into that left knee, the more the hip flexor is going to open. The more you lean backwards, the more the hip flexor is going to open. 3 more breaths. Final breath. And release. Bring both hands forward. Keep the right knee where it is. Extend the left heel. And then start to slide the right knee backwards for full splits or anything deeper than half. So we just did half split. You know how far you spread your legs. This time, take it any amount further, but keep good form. Right hip forward, left hip pulling backwards, left shoulder to the left shin. There's almost no moves in yoga that are compression. So always visualize or imagine yourself expanding in your asanas. What feels like it's getting longer here? Take your attention to what feels longer. Very good. Square the hips. That looks great, guys. 2 more breaths. Final breath. And you're going to release by taking your right foot to the middle of the mat and sit back onto your bicycle seat. Left leg still extended. Right heel serving as your seat. Inhale, raise your arms up and square. Exhale, reach for your left foot, caterpillar pose. Every time we're reaching forward, try to be aware of the quality of your shoulder position. All right? A lot of people, the tendency is to hunch when they reach. There's no hunching necessary here. This is not a weight training class. This is a stretching, asana activities. So always remember, lengthening, not hunching. 3 more breaths. Breathe into your caterpillars. Let's all become butterflies. Last breath. And release. What you're gonna do is you're gonna sit up a little bit, bring that right leg underneath, extend the right leg forward, and now you have a choice. Either grab the left calf, the left ankle, the left foot. The most important thing is as you raise your leg up, that your hips are square, your chest is up. Try not to collapse, but be tall. Flex your both toes. And then if you want more, you can start to pull it up higher and maybe walk your hands up your leg a little more. Very good. That's it. Keep pulling it higher. And release. What you do is bring the left ankle past the right thigh, fingertips facing away behind your back. Step your right foot down. Create like a figure 4 with your legs. Square the hips again, and then press your chest into your lower leg, your shin. Trying to keep your chest up. Again, the tendency for a lot of people is to collapse it in. So ask yourself, how can I be taller? How can I extend more from my hips so that I can get more of an exterior hip stretch? And then use your strong energy. All of you guys, chaturanga, you have tricep energy here to push more into your lower leg, to feel more effect on your left outer hip. 3 more breaths. Last one. Very good. Hear the breathing and release. All right, cross your legs underneath. Side plank on the left side. Left hand to the center of the mat. Stack the feet, or you can step the right in front. Stacked is better. If you can, exhale, release your side plank down. Inhale it up to side vinyasa. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. And then take a big step forward, coming into high lunge on the right side. Very good, guys. In high lunge, everything is square. Okay, toes are facing forward, hips are square. Maybe open your stance, Angela, back foot up. High lunge, yeah, very good. Squeeze your inner thighs, and let's do some dynamic movement. Inhale, straighten the right leg, arms up. Exhale, sink into the right. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, sink. 10 of those. You know everywhere that we're going from here. Natasha, try to open your legs a little wider. No, further back. No, just, yeah. You have more length, is what I'm saying. Congratulations. You unlocked the next level. Very good. Inhaling and exhaling, getting into that left knee. Hold on, right knee. Angela, you're on the other side. Yeah, it's all right. I'm glad I saw it before we went any further. Yeah, good. Right knee bending. You've got 2 more to go. Last one up. And then hold the bottom, thumbs in the fist, palms facing down. Hold the arms backwards as you sink into your right knee for your power warrior position, power lunge position. You're doing opposite stretching. So the more you bend into the right knee, the deeper you're stretching. The more you pull your arms back, the deeper you're stretching in the opposite direction. Oh, I love this one. So good. 4 more breaths. Try to sink a little lower. Try to sink a little lower. Try to sink a little lower. Pull a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Last one. Now step the left foot forward. Close the gap. About a yoga width mat between your feet. Square the hips. Both legs super straight. And then forward fold into pyramid. Right shoulder towards the right shin. Yes. Excellent. All right, I see a few of you. Try to make your back foot a little bit more straight. So not so much of an angle with your back foot. Yeah, exactly. That's good. Adjustment. Angela, you could a little bit. Natasha, you could a little bit. Amy, you look good with that back foot. Just try to square. So you're pushing your left hip forward and you're pulling your right hip backwards. I can't even really see that from the outside. So I'm just suggesting it to you and feel. How does that feel? You should feel more stretch the straighter your right leg is. The more square your hips are, the straighter your left leg is. The closer you're bringing your shoulder to your shin. Got 2 more breaths. Final breath. Then take your left leg and do a big step backwards. Big, 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 big step. And rise up to warrior 2 on the right side. Take your left hand, slide it down the left leg, straighten the right. Right palm facing down over the top of your head. Reverse Trikonasana. Feel the right side body get long. And then exhale, come forward, squeeze, and press the hips back. Coming into single Trikonasana on the right side. As flat as possible, guys. In your head, you're here for 8 breaths, so do the movements that you need to find comfort in this asana, and then to try to find more flatness. Maybe you have to come up a little bit to get a little flatter. That's okay. Amy, that arm straight up. Yeah, it's Trikonasana. We're not in side angle yet. Getting ahead of us. Natasha, push your hips a little bit more forward. Very good. Angela, you too, press your hips a little more forward. Very good. 3 more breaths. Final cycle of breath. And then bend back into your right knee. Come to warrior 2 on the right side. Left hand slides, right palm facing down over the top. Reverse warrior. And then exhale, come forward. Coming into side angle. Any variation of side angle. We're here for 8 breaths. So if you want to progress through your deeper side angles, go for it. I wouldn't really recommend going deeper on one side than the other. There's no need to encourage less balance. We're going for more balance, but if you do take the bind, keep the left shoulder up. All right, you've got a bird in front. 3 more breaths. Final breath. Bring the bird down. Release your binds if you have them. Come back to warrior 2 on the right side. Dive both hands down, square the hips, drop the left knee, extend the right, half split. Left knee directly under the hip. Right heel down, right toes up and flex. Square your hips by pulling the right, pressing the left forward, and then forward fold into your half split. You guys already know we're going to do a full split after this. So really utilize the half split opportunity to have a good understanding of where you are today. Maybe your right side feels different than your left. I would actually bet that your right side feels different from the left. So the goal is to be patient and loving and compassionate towards yourself. So rather than think, oh, I'm better on one side than the other, it's like, all right, cool. Got a little bit more work to do on the other side. That's all right. 4 more breaths. Try to bring the shoulder down a little more. Try to squeeze your abs in to give you more space to protect your lower spine. Final breath. And release by bringing your foot down flat, creating a 90-degree angle with your leg. Right hand on top of the right thigh, left hand behind the hip, or interlace the fingers, interlace the hands and point the index fingers. Bend into the right knee as you offer your chest and front body, and you drop your head and chest backwards. Anjali Asana. Yeah, if you got to do extra cushioning with your mats, you guys are your teachers. I am just a guide. You are your best teacher at everything. 3 more breaths. Feel your front body proud and open. Keep bending into the right knee. That should get more of a hip activation. Final breath. Slide back, bend. And then exhale, release. Extend the right. And let's go for a deeper split. Yeah, look at all of you. Awesome. Awesome deeper splits. Let's see at home. What's going on with the at-home splits? Of course, look at that. Wow, both of you. Very good. Square it up. Natasha, come a little bit more forward so that the front right leg can be straighter. Yeah, that's way better. Yeah. The idea is if you bend a knee, if you bend an elbow, you are reducing the lever. That's why like pry bars and crowbars are like long, and you use it at the top, and you're creating all this force at the base. And that's what you're doing here. Very good. Good adjustments, guys. 3 more breaths. Final breath. All right, caterpillar time. Take your left heel to the center of your mat. Sit back onto your bicycle seat. Square your hips. Flex your right foot. Right toes facing up. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, reach for the right. Caterpillar. That's okay. Whatever you need to be comfortable, that's okay. You got it. The nature of this is to lengthen the back of the right leg. Four breaths. Two more. And release. Sit yourself up slightly. Cross your left foot underneath. Sit on your glutes. Extend the left. Take your choice. Grab the calf, ankle, the foot. Square your hips, square your chest, and then start to raise your leg. And remember not to collapse on it. Try to extend through your hips, your torso high. Then maybe grab a little higher on the leg. And then once you feel good and you're not hunching your shoulders and your chest is broad, then start to lift the leg up a little higher. And you should feel the effect all the way on the back side of the leg. 4 breaths. Final breath. And release, bringing the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Fingertips facing away. Step your left foot down. Figure 4 with your legs. And then press your chest into your shin. This is like similar to the effect from pigeon pose. Right outer hip. Yes, you might feel it in the hamstring. Yes, you might feel it in the glutes. But most people will feel it on the right outer hip. Angela, you're on the other side. It's okay. It's okay. You're in a good position. I can see you clearly every time. You're doing great. You guys are all doing great. Last one. And release. Okay. Cross the legs. Come over. Top of the push-up. 3 chaturangas. Top of the push-up. Bottom of the push-up. Roll to your up dog. Push into your down dog. Yes, with the breath. That sounds beautiful. Go for it. 2 more. Let's go. Getting the spine involved. Getting the legs. Oh, the legs and the hips have already been worked on. Last one. 1 more cycle. Chaturanga. Very good, guys. All right. From here, drop down to your knees. All right, Amy. Here we go, right? Bring your knees together, heels together. All right, if you have tight knees or super tight quads, this is where you start. If you have more space and you know it, open your feet and sit in between your heels. But both of these are correct. This is a deep quadricep stretch, all right? So with your heels together or your heels apart, sit back, start to feel the quad stretch, and then start to walk your arms backwards and release your chest and torso back. Remember what we're saying here. This is a quadricep stretch. Try to keep your knees together and only go as deep as what you need to feel the quad stretch. On your inhales, lengthen, and on your exhale, you can release ever so slightly, but do not get into a point where you feel pain, on the knees especially. This is quad stretch. Awesome, yeah, if you are releasing down, you can take your arms over the top of your head, create a box. You're just trying to flatten your back. Now, you're good where you are. See if you can bring your knees closer together, yeah. Yep, this is a good one. Four more breaths. Try to bring your knees together, knees together, knees together. That's all right. That's all right. Final breath. And then this is important, the way you come up here. Even pressure. Squeeze your abs. Use your arms to come up even. Don't twist. The back is very vulnerable here. And then plant the hands down, tuck the toes, and go straight into downward dog. In downward dog, walk your feet about 1 foot closer to your hands. Same distance between the feet and hands. Then take the right hand and grab for the right calf, right ankle, right heel, and press into your left hand as you pull with your right side. Feeling the left shoulder getting the effect. Similar to a down dog, but more intense because you're pulling and all the weight's on the left shoulder. Release by turning over and sitting onto your glutes. Take the left palm in line with your left shoulder. Use your right arm for support. and start to slide your body forward while you lead your left arm back. Make sure your left hand is in line with the left shoulder, and then don't collapse your chest here. Especially with your breath, try to inhale, broaden the chest. So it's like we were explaining at the beginning. That modified down dog was taking the shoulder in one range of motion direction, and now we're taking it in the other range of motion direction. 2 more breaths. And release, squeeze your abs, bring yourself back up. Turn yourself all the way, belly facing down, flat on your mat. Extend your left arm to a T shape, palm facing down. Slide your left palm so it's in line with the crown of your head. Right fingertips facing away, and press to roll onto your left side body. Knees in fetal position right away. If you want to go deeper, feet down, knees up. Keep the hip distance apart. And again, if you want to go even deeper, reach around with your right hand for the left index finger side of your hand and squeeze. Deep left shoulder opener. All right, you're gonna have your feet down, both feet down. No, you're good. Both feet down. Yep, both feet down, but you want to keep your knees like hip width apart. So instead of like letting your legs open like you were, try to just like that, and just keep going this way. Look, you're almost there.
Am I?
Yeah,
Oh my
you're right
gosh.
there.
Thank you.
No. 3 more breaths. Final one. Extend the legs, release the binds, roll back onto your stomach. Yes, that's good. Take the left thumb inside of the fist, cross it underneath your chest, right palm facing up, right thumb inside of the fist. All right, so this is the starting position. Make sure that you're square. Make sure that your arm is not under your throat. Start to bring your right shoulder down. That should increase the intensity. And then if you want even more, start to raise your left leg to the left side. So essentially your left leg is going all the way to the left, inside of the foot pressing down, and your left arm is coming out the right side, left palm facing down, the right palm facing up, and just allow your body weight, allow your anatomy to do the work here. Not very tough, but maybe a little bit mentally tough to be still in these slightly uncomfortable asanas. 3 more breaths. Final breath. Okay, keep your body how it is. Lotus the arm. What does that mean? That means that you're just going to bend at the elbow. Bring your bottom of the left fist either underneath your chin or your cheek to the bottom of your fist. Keep the squareness, right shoulder trying to come down, and then use your head to press the bottom of your fist down, creating an exterior rotation of your left shoulder. Release, undo the lotus, bring both palms down, press yourself up into tabletop position. Step your left foot forward like we did before for Anjaneyasana. Take your left thumb, place it inside of your left fist. Bring the top of the hand to the outside of the left knee. Reach for the front of your left elbow with your right hand. Right shoulder up, right elbow up, sorry. And then lean and pull. Interior rotation of your left scapular area.
We're going to the
So it's like roll your shoulders back. Be more, yeah. And now instead of grabbing from the top, grab from the front, right? So you have a longer lever. You should start to feel it like here, but you're still a little hunched up here. So the more you can open your chest, the more length you're giving yourself. Then feel the pull. Ask me at the end of class. I'll help you with the sequence to make sure you're getting them all in the right place. 2 more breaths. Last one. Release. Bring the feet back. Press the hands down. 3 chaturangas. And go. Yes, I bet your left shoulder feels very different from your right shoulder in these chaturangas. I just showed you guys the poses. I feel different on one shoulder compared to the other. Very good. Everybody at your own pace, aware of your movements, what feels right. That's what's for me. There's no perfect way. There's just your way, which is the right way. Okay, now step your feet closer to your hands, about 1 foot. Then take your left hand and grab for your left calf, ankle, or heel. Pull with the left as you push with the right. We're doing all that stuff on the right side now. Beautiful job, everybody. We're almost there. Getting through the hard stuff. Some little simple stuff at the end. You guys are on your way. Release by turning and sitting down on your mat. Take your right palm in line with your right shoulder. Use your left hand for squareness, support, and then start to slide your hips forward. Remembering to keep your chest up and open. The tendency is to collapse the chest, battle it. And you'll notice that by pressing your chest up, you'll probably feel a deeper stretch on the shoulder. That's the idea. Yeah, breathe. That's good. Very few yoga classes focus so much on the shoulders. If it weren't the case, we would do different stuff. But because I know that you're probably getting this maybe once to twice a week tops, you got to do the shoulder stuff. Three more breaths. Final breath. And release by squeezing up and then rolling onto your stomach. Same thing on the other side now. Take your right arm out to a T. Right palm facing down, slide a little higher so it's in line with the crown of your head. Left fingertips facing away, and press and roll onto your right side body. And then take your variations if you want to go deeper. I can get you there.
I just had my copy of that.
All right, there. You see how close you are? Right there. Very good. And try to keep your knees closer together, squareness, right? They don't have to be touching, just instead of letting them splay out, just squareness. 4 more breaths. Last 2. And release and bind. Straighten your legs. Roll back onto your stomach. Right thumb inside of the fist. Cross it underneath your chest. Right palm facing down. Left thumb inside of the fist. Left palm facing up by your left hip. And square your chest and head. Left shoulder down. And if you want more, you can raise your right leg up. Angela, try to straighten the right leg. Yeah, that's deeper. Natasha, you two, try to straighten the right leg. Yeah. Any amount that you can bring it straight. It's the same thing before, it's a longer lever. Right palm facing down, right palm, left palm facing up. Nope, that's your other. Yeah, that's it. Final breath. Then release, bend at the elbow, bring the right fist underneath the chin, or bring the bottom of the right fist to the cheek. Left palm continues at the left side facing up, and then use your head to press your arm down, creating an exterior rotation of your right shoulder. And release your lotus arm. Press yourself up into push-up. Step the right foot forward. Okay, so we had questions on this last one. Let me try to re-explain this. So what we just did on the lotus is we did like this, so exterior rotation of the shoulder. Now imagine we're trying to do an interior rotation. So right thumb inside of the fist, top of the hand to the outside of the knee. You're grabbing in front of your right elbow, not on top, in front. You're gonna bend forward so that your elbow is passing your knee, and then with the left elbow up, not down, up, you're gonna pull to the left. So you lean forward, and then you pull to the left, and you should feel this kind of a movement, which is the opposite of this type of movement.
He was leaning and wasn't doing.
Leaning forward enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Glad we figured that out. Yeah, you need both. It's like the same thing when we're doing the lunge at the beginning.
I've never felt this. I mean,
Now you feel it? Glad I took the time to explain it then. You see, all questions are good questions. No problem explaining anything. Final breath. And then release. Both hands down. Step the foot back. Top of a push-up. 3 chaturangas. Last cycle of 3 chaturangas. Make them strong. Make them powerful. The shoulders should feel fantastic right now. At least more mobility. Yes. Every chaturanga should feel a little better. And all of you, I know 3 of the 4 of you are quite experienced. And you look experienced as well. So down dogs are resting poses. You can never tell someone new at yoga that. But you remind your more experienced yogis, yes, down dog is a resting position. All right, when you're ready, drop your knees down, drop your stomach down. All right, let's go back to the quads. Half frog. Bend your right leg. Bring your right heel towards your glute. Reach for the top of your right foot. Right elbow pressing up. Use your left arm across the mat for support so you have squareness. And when you're ready, start to press down on your right foot. Right elbow up. Right heel comes to the side of your glute, not onto your glute, to the side. The purpose is to get your heel to the floor. Yeah, this one's Amy, every day for you. They say tight quads, this one every day. This is a very targeted quadricep stretch. There's almost nothing else going on here but quad stretch.
It's the misaligned hips that inhibit it.
Sure, sure,
I feel it though.
good. All right, switch. Extend the right, fold left, go for it. Press it down. Remember, you're using your right arm across your mat or across your chest for support, and you are pressing down with the left. Left elbows high. Those quads, or that quad one is opening. And release. Come back to tabletop position. Knees underneath the hips and start to walk your arms forward, coming into puppy pose. In your puppy pose, you are trying to get your chin down at a minimum. Yes, exactly. You guys are awesome. The minimum for this pose to activate is chin down. If you want to go deeper, oh, I can get my chin down. Great. Chest down. And if you guys are curious, you go from chest down to hands in prayer. Chest down is one of the deepest versions of this asana. And then from here, you would start to get the legs involved. But start here and just try to drive your chest down wherever you are. But the minimum is chin to the mat. Arms extended. All that shoulder stretching stuff we did is for this moment right here. And release. Start to walk your hands back towards your body. Sit up tall onto your knees. Take one large circle with your arms. And find your camel pose. Hands behind the back. Hands slide down the thighs or hands on the heels. Press the hips forward. Drop the head and chest backwards. Camel pose. Yes. Very good. Almost there, guys. You know what waits for you at the end of these classes. Very long shavasanas. Almost there. And squeeze your abs, come forward and release momentarily into child's pose. What? We don't do child's pose in this class. We don't. It's just to release the spine momentarily. This is a transitional child's pose. Toes touching, knees wide apart. Allow your torso to slide in between your thighs or any variation that you choose. And release. Come back up. Cross your legs. Sit onto your sit bones. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Baddha Konasana. Interlace your hands. Slide them underneath your feet. Use your elbows to press your shins down. Inhale, lengthen your torso. Exhale, reach your chin on top of your toes. I say this every time, and it's valuable every time. You're not trying to get your forehead to your heels. You are trying to rest your chin on top of your toes. There's a difference. The difference is the amount of pressure you're exerting on your neck and upper back. This is not a neck and upper back stretch. This is a hip and inner thigh, a groin opener activator. Inside of the leg, outside of the legs. You're squeezing your abs here to give yourself more strength and more straightness with the spine. Final breath. Release. Come up. Keep your left foot inside and extend your right. Janushirshasana. Square the hips, look forward. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, reach for the straight right. Okay, this is the easy variation or the basic variation. If you want to go for the bind, you take the left hand to the outside of the right foot, and you bring your right hand to reach for your left knee and pull. Your head is going to want to come under your left arm. That's where it goes. Yep. And pull. Yep. So look at how your left hand is on top. Try to grab from the outside. Yep. And then like that. Yep. And then you're just pulling in both directions. So you feel a left side body stretch as well as stretch down the back of the right leg. Yeah. Yeah, this is a crowd favorite. Right, Amy? We love this one. 3 more breaths. And release. Slowly come up. Take the left leg and cross it over the straight right. You can bend the right leg in here if you'd like, or you can keep it long. It's up to you. Left hand behind the back. Inhale, raise the right arm up, look up. Exhale, twist over your left shoulder. Using your left arm to lengthen your spine, using your right elbow to press, to twist a little deeper. Squeezing your abs in helps to promote healthy digestive action in your body. And release. You can take a counter twist if you like. Not necessary though. And then find your way onto your back for reclined pigeon. Similar to the figure 4, but now we're on our backs, grabbing for the back of your right leg or the front of your right knee. Pull into your chest, trying to get your tailbone flat, trying to get your shoulders flat. Once you feel good and flat, use your arms, use your biceps to pull that right leg in, affecting the left outer hip, maybe the groin, or maybe the glute, maybe the hamstring, but for most people, the left outer hip. Take pigeon pose and any variation of it as often as you can. That's today's advice. Pigeons are great, especially if you spend a lot of time seated for your job or just in general. 3 more cycles of breath. We're almost done, guys. You're doing amazing. Real good work today. Final breath. And release. Sit down. Both feet down. Come onto your forearms. Bring yourself up. Take both hands back in line with your shoulders. Broaden and puff up your chest. And then slide your hips forward like we did earlier, but now with both arms at the same time. On your inhales, puff and broaden your chest. And on the exhale, maybe slide just ever so slightly forward. Oh, it feels amazing. That's it. These easy asanas that we're just passively. This is like a yin pose. No strong activation. We're just laying here and allowing gravity and our anatomy to take care of each other. Last breath. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards your body. And now let's do all that leg stuff on the other side. So take your right leg inside, left leg straight, square the hips, raise the arms up, exhale, reach for the left. And then if you want the bind, it's right hand outside of the left foot, left hand on top of the knee, and pull underneath. So that you guys are aware, if you ever take a yoga class and they call out this asana, you can do this. This is just the deeper variation. Try to pull a little bit more with both arms. Yeah, look at that. I say that and you guys all adjust. Very nice. The more you pull, the more your head's going to want to come under your right arm. And it becomes a right side body stretch at the same time. Good for the obliques, good for the outer hips. And release. Gently bring yourself back up. Take the right leg, cross it over to the straight left. Bend it if you want, but it's not necessary. Right hand behind the back. Inhale, lengthen the left side. Exhale, twist over the right shoulder. And remember to squeeze your abs in here. Remember to squeeze your belly. Last breath. Release. Come to the counter twist if you'd like. And then lay on your back for reclined pigeon. Left hands clasp around the left thigh or the left knee. Back is flat and pull. Pull, pull, pull. We're almost done. Lower back down, shoulders down. Bicep energy to go deeper. And release. Okay, now both feet down. Knees hip width apart, laying on your back. Drop both knees over to the right side. Inhale, squeeze, bring both knees up. Then drop both knees over to the left on the exhale. Squeeze, bring both knees back up. Exhale, drop them to the right. Inhale, raise them up. Exhale, drop them to the left. Inhale, raise them up. Exhale, drop them to the right. And this time, if you want to go deeper, take your right foot and bring it on top of the outside of your left knee to drive your left hip down. And if you want to go even deeper, extend your left arm over the top of your head, left thumb inside of the fist, grab your left wrist and pull your arm long as you drive your left knee down. So you should feel this at the hip flexor. You're lengthening the left hip. And release, switch, both knees up, drop both knees over to the left. Left foot comes on top of the outside of the right leg. Drive the hip down. And then if you want more, right thumb inside of the fist. Pull from your right wrist. Use your left hand to pull your right arm long and feel length all the way down the right side. And release. Okay, one back bend this morning. So take your choice. You can take any variation of bridge or you can take wheel. We're going to be there for 8 breaths. So when you're ready, get yourself prepped for back bend and go. Press it up. Hips up is the move. Notice that whether it is bridge or wheel, it is glute engagement. It is pressing the hips forward. If you are in wheel, you are trying to lengthen your limbs so that your legs are eventually straight and your arms are straight. If you are in bridge, you are trying to squeeze and press up higher. You've got 4 breaths to go. Don't give up. We're at the end of the class. You've made it this far. 2 more breaths. Last one. Very good. And start to slowly Release it down. Good job, Angela. Slowly come down. Come onto your back. Take your knees. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Take gentle circles, massaging your lower spine in one direction. Take them in the other direction, massaging the lower spine. And then bring your arms, palms facing down by your sides, and lift your legs up. Waterfall pose. Or if you want more, press into shoulder stand. This is it, guys. We are almost at our Shavasana. So with this pose, either one where your legs are up, the blood is rushing down from your legs into your torso. We are influencing the parasympathetic nervous system, your capacity and my capacity to chill. 10 breaths here. Find your peace, find your straightness. Try to flex your toes towards your face and press the balls of your feet to the ceiling. Imagine you were walking on high heels on the ceiling. That's the activation. Very good breathing. You have 6 breaths to go.
What is parasympathetic?
It's your parasympathetic nervous system. It is the activation or the deactivation of your fight or flight mechanism. So you're actually creating a chemical change in your body that's telling your body, hey, we're not in fight or flight right now, chill. So the blood is rushing away from your legs, which would be your fight or flight, and it is moving into your chest and into your head. If you want to take plow, if you're in shoulder stand, you can. Otherwise, stay in this leg raised position a little bit longer, a little bit more activation, a little more flushing of the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start to release yourself down, one vertebrae at a time. Come to your final asana before Shavasana. Coming into happy baby. Bend your legs, grab the outsides of your feet. Pull them down, lower back down, all the remaining bicep energy you have for flat back, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Release and prepare yourself for Shavasana. Well earned. Well deserved this morning. We're going to be here for a little bit, so get comfortable. In Shavasana, your legs can be a little bit wider than your hips. Your feet can fall wherever they naturally want to fall. Your palms are facing up. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your arms are off to the sides. Release any tension in your toes, any tension in your feet, the ball of your foot, the heel of your foot. Release tension in your ankles. Release tension in your calves and your shins. Release tension in your knees. Release tension in your quads. Release tension in your hamstrings, in your glutes. Release the tension in your groin. Release the tension in your hips. Release the tension in your sacral area. Release the tension in your lower belly, your lower back. Release the tension in your midsection, your diaphragm, the middle of your back. Release the tension in your chest. Release tension in your upper back. Release tension in your fingertips, the knuckles of your hands. Release tension in your wrists. Release tension in your forearms. Release tension in your biceps. Release the tension in your triceps. Release the tension in your shoulders. Release the tension in your traps. Release the tension in your neck. Release the tension in your throat. Release the tension in your chin. Release the tension in your jaw. Release the tension in your lips. Release the tension in your cheeks. Release the tension in your ears. Release the tension in your nose. Release the tension in your eyebrows, in your forehead. Release any remaining tension through the crown of your head. If there's any areas that remain slightly tense, give them permission now to fully release. Slowly start to invite movement back into your body. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Invite any movements back into your body. To start to bring yourself back into the space. Very good. When you're ready, take both arms over the top of your head. Front body stretch. Oh, so much work this morning. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Thank yourself for showing up today and always. And roll onto your left side body or the right. Go to your left. And then very gently and purposefully come up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed, hands in prayer in front of your hearts. We dedicate the merit of our practice to the spiritual liberation of all sentient beings. Through the merit of our practice, may we quickly reach enlightenment, and having reached this state, may we guide all others without any exclusion to the same state of consciousness. Let's chant Om one time to close the practice. Inhale for Om. Hands in prayer, bow your heads. Divine light in me honors and loves divine light in you. Namaste. Have a great weekend. Great job, guys. All right. Good job, Yukiko. Good job, Maria. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. You did great. Saturdays, universal. Thursdays, meditation. That's the schedule for me.
You're putting in on Thursday.
I was, but there's like a lot of yin. So we switched it to, we do yin poses, but we first do a breathing exercise, then we do, nice. We do a breathing exercise, then we do meditation, guided meditation, then we do yin stretching, then we do meditation again.
Okay.
So it's more like,
Be able to handle that.
yeah, no, it's way easier in the sense that like, it's from 8 to 9, so I'm very conscious of like leaving you guys ready for bed from that. It's very, very nice. So Thursdays from 8 to 9, if you want to check it out. Yeah, it's a little bit less yin and a little bit more focused on like breathing meditation, but essentially it's a yin class.
Okay.
You guys did great. I pushed you guys a little bit today. You did very good. Keep it up. We're all going to be doing splits one day. I believe it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Natasha. Thank you. What's namaste, brother?